Hey everyone, this is Julie, the Cancer Dietitian, and it's Friday, and where I am in North Carolina, it's kind of a rainy Friday. But I wanted to bring you today to talk about poop, which is sometimes a thing that we don't ever want to talk about. But as a dietitian, I say, hey, it's our job to talk about poop as dietitians. And especially for people who are going through cancer treatment or who have gone through surgeries in the past, it can be a challenging thing to keep yourself regular. So on this week's blog post, I actually have 7 tips for keeping bowel regularity. So I thought I'd go ahead and share some of those this morning if you missed reading it. So I think one of the key things everybody knows to keep your bowels regular, you need to have plenty of fiber. And you need to be eating enough food so that it keeps something moving through. So food and fluids, but especially fiber when it comes to food. So did you know the daily recommendation for fiber intake is between 21 and 38 grams of fiber, and the typical American gets about 16. So I always say, if you're not giving your body what it needs to function at its best, we got to figure out a strategy to change that. So really, with my 7 daily habits for bowel regularity, what it will do is make sure that you not only nourish yourself and get all the things that you need, but it does give you enough fiber, which is really important. So here's my 7 tips, and then we'll be done. The first tip is getting enough physical activity. So moving your body actually helps to keep your bowels regular. So we say aim for 30 minutes total over the day. Now that can be spread out throughout the day. It could be 10 minutes at a time. So really it's kind of getting yourself up and moving regularly throughout the day. And that helps your bowels to be able to move things through. Number 2 is fluid intake. So getting at least 64 ounces of water each day. Ideally, you're getting your fluids from, hey friends who are watching, you're getting your fluids mostly from, just plain water. If you need something different, you could do like infusion water, cucumber water, lemon water, that kind of thing. Unsweetened tea, coffee without a lot of different things added to it, just plain coffee or a little bit of, milk and sugar or whatever you like to keep it flavorful. But those things will help, because if you don't have enough fluid in your intestine, then you won't have as much to go through. And if you don't keep your body hydrated, your body actually will resorb or pull the water back out of the stool in your intestine so that your body can use it. And in that case, it's just making your stools harder and harder. So it's your body's way to make sure you get enough water, but a way to make sure that there's enough for you to pull from is to actually drink enough of it. So number 3 is to have regular meals and snacks. So if you go long periods of time without eating, or you're very erratic with your eating, it's hard for your body to be regular. So eating regular meals and snacks at regular times each day will help your body become more regular, which means you'll probably have bowel movements around the same time every day or every few days, depending on what your normal is. So that's an important thing to talk about, is that everybody is a little bit different. So some people could go 3 times a day. Some people could go once every 3 days. It is fine. You don't have to go to the bathroom every single day, but you need to pay attention to what's normal for you. And if it goes beyond 3 days, then we want to see what we can do to remedy that. All right, number 4 is have a high fiber breakfast. So choosing a cereal or a healthy granola that might have nuts, it has whole grains in it, something that gives you at least 5 grams of fiber each morning. And ideally the cereal would have fiber naturally from the food that's in the ingredients, as opposed to getting a cereal that has added fiber that they added to something else. So I have a funny story about a friend who I encouraged him to try kashi because it does have plenty of fiber in it. And so he went from having Frosted Flakes or something in an enormous bowl to having kashi in an enormous bowl. And that's really not a good strategy. If you're increasing your fiber, you need to increase it slowly. So I say he had to take a sick day because he was in the bathroom dealing with the results of a large increase in fiber over a short period of time. Number 5 is to get prunes on a daily basis. So eating 2 to 3 prunes a day can be helpful in making sure that, again, you're eating enough fluids with those. Plenty of fruits and vegetables. You know, I'm always talking about how you can get more fruits and vegetables into your day. So 4 to 5 cups combined of fruits and vegetables over the course of the day would be our goal. But even if you're getting 3 to 4 cups, that's really going to help your body. And number 7 tip is to have beans, nuts, and or seeds on a daily basis, because they'll give you healthy fats. It will give you more fiber. And by taking all these different strategies, it does help add up the fiber total so that you're getting into that range that we really want you to be getting to for optimal bowel health. So if you're looking specifically at the fiber, if you had that 5 grams in your breakfast, 3 prunes a day is about 2 grams. 4 cups of fruits and vegetables can be, you know, somewhere around 12 grams a day, and then a half a cup of beans would be another 6 grams. So that would really add up a lot over the course of the day and meet your needs. So the only other thing I would say is if you are doing those things and it's still not managing, keeping you regular, then sometimes you need medication intervention, or I often recommend Psyllium Husk fiber. So if you want to see my favorite fiber brand, you can go on to cancerdietitian.com and I have a link there for my favorite fiber. I like one that's just plain fiber. I don't want any additives in it. If I have to take it, I put it into orange juice and I just suck it down and chase it with lots of water. If you take fiber and don't drink extra water, that is like putting some mint in your GI tract. So you need to make sure plenty of water is in there. So there you go, your Friday fun tips for keeping bowel regularity. If you have questions, let me know. And if you want more details, you can check out the blog post on cancerdietitian.com. Happy weekend!